Our first contestant is Bruce Caughey. Please welcome Bruce Caughey. The Life with Sound Effects Technician. The Life with the Sound Effects Technician, Bruce Caughey.
Toastmasters, guests. Contest chair. No trains had ever run through his town. But Phil was experiencing now as if one was running right through his bedroom every night. If not a train, his wife was producing sound effects that could be used in the Star Wars movie. Phil's wife is a recovering snoraholic. I know. A woman that snores, unheard of. You would think. It started slowly at first, once or twice a week. She, of course, was in denial when he first confronted her about it. But it quickly grew to 5, 6, 7 nights a week, affecting the whole family. Help was hard to find. There was no snoring anonymous 12-step plan to follow. No 0800 snoring wife helpline. Every night would start the same. Phil would go to bed early. His wife would call out, "I won't be long, I'll just get tidied up and I'll be right in." She had such a lovely voice. That's when the hairs on the back of his neck would stand to attention. His shoulders would drop. "That's nice, dear," he would reply. Why? Why? What have I done wrong to deserve this?" Remembering not to say it out too loud. He got caught last time. He didn't want to get caught again. Phil would fall into a deep slumber, only to be woken by his wife, jumping in the bed sometime later. Within minutes, she'd be asleep. Starting slowly at first, the way it had been for months. Within 10 minutes, she'd be at full capacity. And Phil would be at ground zero. This was not a natural noise for a woman to make. When she was at her best, she could have the curtains moving in and out as she inhaled and exhaled. He was so convinced that she may even have the ability to suck all the oxygen out of the bedroom. That's why he always left the shoe in the doorway, so the door couldn't be closed by mistake. And in doing so, turning the bedroom into a vacuum, void of all life. She was only 5'5", but she had the lung capacity of a weather balloon. As Phil would lay in the fetal position, he'd find himself having to roll her over onto his side, sometimes violently shaking her, only to have her roll back again and start snoring in his face. During these times, thoughts of how to stop it would come to mind. Putting a pillow over her face and smothering her was always a favourite thought. But the husband's always the first suspect in a murder. He would have to spend more time watching the crime channel. So in the meantime, to save her life, he would spend another uncomfortable night sleeping on the couch. She finally only really came out with the problem when basically it became general knowledge while on the annual Alexander Easter Bunny shoot in Central Otago, of all places. With their team of 15 weekend warriors, they set up base at the farm's woolshed, setting up cooking and bedding gear. And while Phil was out night shooting, she must have started up. Because by the time they came back in the early hours of the morning, their hats and boots and miscellaneous gear had been thrown in her direction during the course of the night. The nickname Chainsaw was bestowed on her. She finally sought help from the chemist with over-the-counter remedies. They didn't work at first, but with expert counselling, or should I say threats from Phil, she started a night-by-night plan. It's been a long, long, rocky road to recovery. But the family is stronger now. It's been 237 nights she last had a relapse. Now that peace has finally been restored in the bedroom, Phil can catch up on some much needed sleep. Only sometimes this is interrupted by this pounding and the shaking and that voice. Phil! Phil! You're snoring! That's nice, dear, he replies. Revenge, finally, is the greatest reward. God bless you.
Time givers, will you please have 1 minute?